Work on Track 19 is scheduled to begin on June 8th and is set to be complete on July 20th. It was here at this Gulf gas station where police say an officer was partially ran over and dragged down the street. The incident caught on camera. Representatives with the developer say they plan to hold more informational meetings in the future. The veteran visits the Black Forest Bakery often and usually leaves his walker right behind me near the entrance door with no problem. The chairman of the airport commission says he plans to go to the state with the community's complaints, and local residents say they won't stop fighting for the community and transparency. Moss says the family has secured an attorney and they plan on filing a notice of claim by the end of the week. Within just hours, the 19th century building reduced to rubble and ready for redevelopment. But the East Rockaway district is taking action, and the new backpack rule is only one of the new safety improvements that the district is in the process of implementing. Protesters say they're depending on the town council to listen to their constituents who are against the project and stop the overdevelopment. Clouds have been passing by us every few minutes or so. Town officials say crews will be out throughout the night to clear roadways and streets. The mother-daughter duo working to fulfill their favorite motto: when our girls are strong, our world is stronger. Good afternoon, Jackie. The nor'easter is causing dangerous conditions on the roadway. Now behind me is the LIE, and you can see there really isn't much accumulation yet, but it's still extremely slick. The governor even calling the conditions deceiving.
Somebody stole it.
Richard Dixon says he was in disbelief when he walked outside his favorite Lindenhurst bakery Wednesday morning and realized his walker was stolen.
I couldn't believe my eyes.
The veteran visits the Black Forest Bakery often and usually leaves his walker right behind me near the entrance door with no problem. He's here every day.
Every day, several times a day.
Thomas Lorch, the owner of the Black Forest Bakery, says he knows Dixon well from his frequent visits.
These are the people we were supposed to respect. The everyday person who goes out of their way and does stuff for us, like Mr. Dixon.
And lucky for them, the building has security cameras. In the surveillance video, you can see two women show up and wheel the walker away.
We went through the whole process of getting the cops here and showing them the information. We put it on Facebook.
The post now has nearly 8,000 shares and over 1,000 likes. The community response overwhelming.
I was very grateful. I was, quite surprised.
People called us from Canada and are shipping down walkers from California, from New Jersey.
Dixon in tears after learning two little girls donated their Easter money to help him buy a new walker. And so far, over 8 walkers donated to the 75-year-old. Lorch says they plan to give the remaining walkers to a veteran's home.
I'm expecting at least 6 or 7 more tomorrow.
Suffolk County Police say the two women in the video are 22-year-old Monica Newcomb and 42-year-old Heather Loro, both now arrested, charged with petty larceny, set to appear in court at a later date. Lorch says one of the women in the video returned the walker, claiming she didn't know it belonged to anyone and it was for her mother. But the overwhelming support is something Dixon says he'll never forget.
Nobody has ever done anything like this in my life.
In Lindenhurst, Chelsea Arizari, FiOS 1 News. It's been years in the making. Finally at the historic Argyle Theater opening night.
I'm so excited. I got season tickets.
Long Islanders in for a treat.
The buzz is here, the hype is here.
The theater's first performance sold out, as many traveled from across the island to see the musical debut of Guys and Dolls.
I'm thrilled. I haven't seen the show. I've heard it's great.
Peggy Baumgartner has lived in the village of Babylon for over 40 years and says she's grateful the historic building has been given new and vibrant life.
I think it's exciting for the town.
The owner and managing partner, Dylan Perlman, says in the 1920s, the building originally served as a theater.
In the 1980s, this single theater was converted into a 3-screen movie theater.
The building closed in 2014, and the theater had to be completely restored.
14 months to really renovate this to what we needed it to be, a professional, live, legitimate theater.
Now it's all eyes on stage as the historic building returns to its original roots, and the Perlmans say the response has been overwhelming.
I'm thrilled about it.
There's always room for places where people can do things that are different, take them out of their comfort zone.
The theater will feature comedy performances, children's shows, live music, and more.
All brand new. So state-of-the-art lighting, sound.
And we have some of the best New York actors and a couple of locals who are fantastic.
With the vibrant downtown town life, the Perlmans hope to make the village of Babylon even more of a hotspot.
Walking into an old-fashioned Broadway theater, and we're trying to kind of reproduce that.
From the village of Babylon, Chelsea Irizarry, FiOS 1 News.
The guy pulling over and the cop being dragged by it.
Take a look at this surveillance video given to FiOS 1 News by the Gulf gas station on Greenwich Street, where police say they pulled over a vehicle for a traffic stop. As you can see, Nassau County police officers approaching the vehicle. Hayward Matthews, who works just feet away from the gas station, witnessed the encounter.
The officers pull a car over, right over here, and to me it was like just a routine check.
Now take a look at the surveillance video from this angle. It shows the pulled over vehicle driving away and dragging the officer. Matthews says this routine check quickly took a downward turn.
I hear squeaking, and then the officers was running after the car, and the guy, he dragged one of the officers.
Salvador Menendez was also working at the same time this traffic stop was being conducted. He says it was chilling to see a police officer getting dragged along the street.
First thing that came to my mind, he's going to get real hurt.
Police say the car was driven by this man, 21-year-old Dwayne Henderson.
The officer fell right over there, and the guy kept on going.
Because when I saw it in the ground, his leg was twisted, he had bruises, and I thought it was going to be worse than what it is.
Police say Henderson was later seen in Uniondale exiting his vehicle and fleeing on foot. Officers attempted to place him under arrest, but the 21-year-old resisted.
I'm glad they caught it.
Police say upon further investigation, they found a clear bag with a substance in it that appeared to be crack cocaine. Now Henderson is facing several charges, including assault in the second degree and reckless endangerment in the first degree. Police say the officer only suffered minor injuries and was treated at a local hospital where he was later released. From Hempstead, Chelsea Irizarry, FiOS 1 News.